Here at CA Lawton, we do use solidification software. Solely, we are using MagmaSoft, which is, in our opinion, it's the cream of the crop. We've been solely using MagmaSoft for a little over 3 years now. We use it for some basic items, onboarding new parts, new castings. We will just run a basic solidification to determine optimal riser size, gating, things of that nature. That's kind of the bare bones of the software. And you can get pretty deep into filling simulations, optimizations, things of that nature. But just starting out, we're using primarily just for onboarding new parts and solely just for solidification purposes. But that's definitely not the only use that we are using it for here at CA Lawton. As I said, we can use it for the bare bones, but MagmaSoft offers quite a bit more than just the bare bones. We can get into filling simulations. We can get into adding tracer particles within our filling simulations. So within that, we can actually add a density to a particle when we're doing a filling simulation. And we can actually predict where oxides will end up, where they were congregate within the casting, or where they might end up. We do use that often. It's something that we do utilize. And the accuracy within our simulations are pretty scary. We have some examples where we have been able to identify exactly down to within a square inch of a defect. It's I don't think people understand the benefits of the software. It is truly a huge benefit to have the software at our disposal. It's at every site. We've actually started to incorporate separate databases within each site. So Minster, De Pere, and our PMC sites. We have detailed databases specifically for the irons that we are pouring down to the exact chemistries. So that's a benefit. The more accurate results that you can put in is the more accurate results that you're going to get out as when you're reviewing the results. Yeah, the thing that I enjoy doing is going after the hard to find parts. So being in a legacy industry in an iron foundry, we've been pouring and making parts for literally hundreds of years. But this type of software and this simulation has only been around for about 35 to 40 years. The part I enjoy is taking a part that has been a troublesome part for 50 years or plus, and actually creating a model, running solidification on it, running a filling simulation on it, and actually finding out, well, here's something that we could have did better 50 years ago. Those are the projects that I enjoy, is taking a very old casting and finding a countermeasure to a problem that's been going on for some time. Those are the ones that get me excited. This is an old problem that no one has been able to solve for 20 years. Well, here's how we can solve it. And then when you implement it and you take it to the floor, you actually see the results, and it machines perfectly. And there's no porosity. There's no oxides. There's nothing in the casting. Those are the ones that I really enjoy working on. Currently, we've worked with MagmaSoft, and we've developed some custom parametrics for specific sites, Minster being one, Temperform, and then PMC. So with these custom parametrics, what would normally take an engineer, an hour or two to build the model, to run a filling simulation, we now have custom parametrics that are built right into the software for us. Within 5 to 10 minutes, you can have a full rigging, completely designed, sized, attached to the casting, and running a filling simulation. Our long-term goal is to get that to all of our sites. Our next one will be, next one we need to focus on is really De Pere. They have multiple different gating designs that they use for multiple different parts, part families. So we do have the ball rolling on that. It just takes a little time, but our long-term goal is to get these custom parametrics across all of the sites. It'll be a huge benefit not only to those sites, but also to the future engineers coming into the business and into CA Lawton. Because when they join the company, it reduces their work time tremendously. Instead of having to sit down, how do I go about rigging this and gating this and building the model? You can do it right in Magma. You can do it right in the software. It takes literally just a handful of minutes, so they can be off and running. It kind of eases their learning curve when they have to jump into the simulation, and it's very intimidating when you first get in there. So it's a really helpful tool. We can get these across all the sites to help all the future engineers coming into the CA Lawton as well. The future is very bright with this type of software at our disposal. It's a nervous time because the industry is sometimes super busy and sometimes it becomes very slow. But the slow times are when you can really take advantage of this software, and the benefit is use the software, trust the software, and if you use it properly, you can eliminate and reduce so much scrap and guesswork right off the bat that it really eases the nervousness of getting into the industry. And can I be a casting engineer? Will I be successful? With software like this, it kind of takes the guesswork out, and it really gives you the confidence that the first time that you go and you pour casting on the floor, that it's going to come out, and it's going to come out as a good quality casting.